Ready? Go!
Currently, there are 78 unique characters in Smash Ultimate, and each of them have access to 3 taunts. In total, that's 234 individual taunts that have been conceptualized, designed, revised, and programmed into the game. You know how many of them you can use against random players online? 3. Yeah, you can actually taunt with Kirby if you have a copy ability because, well, it removes the copy ability. But technically, you can't taunt against random players online at all. Why? Because we live in a time where one of the worst things you can do is offend someone or hurt their feelings, and Nintendo is definitely a strong supporter of the bubble wrap generation.
Guys! Really? All picking on him at once? It's not fair. He hasn't leveled up yet.
The funny thing is, this only rings true for people who use taunts in Smash games as a means of making their opponent feel bad, which is kind of hard to accomplish when a lot of them are silly and innocent. Again, that's over 200 really cool animations that you just can't use against random opponents because you might make someone upset in a video game on the internet. Despite being so oppressed, us gamers are a creative and ingenious people, which is why I've come up with alternative ways you can taunt people online using attacks and other actions. And to spit on the virtue signaling politics that Nintendo has caved into, we'll be kicking this multi-part series off with, of course, the best reason of all to taunt someone in a video game, Asserting Dominance. If you play Captain Falcon or Ganondorf, nothing says you're an alpha like firing off one of the strongest and slowest moves in the game with no regard for getting hit when your enemy respawns. Of course I'm talking about the Falcon Punch and Warlock Punch. Ganondorf also has access to a slower, stronger, manlier version of Captain Falcon's up tilt, the Crotch Rocket. You can even assert extra dominance by killing with any of these moves and then throwing one out for a taunt immediately afterwards. And of course you can turn around the punches for extra flair. Some characters have also been blessed with the ability to T-pose, which of course is the absolute epitome of asserting dominance. Dr. Mario kind of T-poses while doing a down air, which is perfect because now that it's a Meteor Smash, you can dunk on someone while T-posing on them. DK's charged F-smash also looks like a T-pose, and Olimar and Alf throw out a T-pose when inside their shield. If you know of other characters that can T-pose, drop them in the comments below. This is a taunt that needs no introduction or explanation. It's been one of the best pseudo-taunts ever since Brawl, and originally I was going to put this in the trolling category in a future episode, but I mean, who are we kidding? If you're hitting your opponents with the sexy, draw me like one of your French girls pose, you're asserting that dominance. Now we're getting into the section of this category which has to do with either hurting your own character or throwing away a very valuable tool. Why? Because you're flexing. You don't need that health or that clutch kill option. You're an alpha. First up is Roy, Chrom, and Ike with their fully charged neutral special, Flare Blade and Eruption. Similar to Falcon and Ganondorf, these moves are super slow but super strong and intimidating, with the added bonus of hurting yourself if you charge it up all the way. You might be wondering, why fully charge a move and hurt yourself after getting a kill when no one is around and there's literally no point? Exactly. Similar to the King, Jigglypuff can literally just go to sleep after stunting on someone. This is how you tell your opponent that they're so bad you're falling asleep while playing. And lastly, we've got the characters that can spend their time building up a powerful win condition and then toss it away to rub in the salt after getting a kill. Wario has the Waft, Little Mac has the KO Punch, and Cloud has 4 different limit moves. Bonus points if you can finish charging it up and waste it before the enemy comes back and hits you. Then we have a plethora of characters that have some sort of charge shot move that you've been saving for that perfect moment. But your opponent is a scrub and you're not gonna need it, so let's just throw it away to flex on them. These characters are Donkey Kong, Samus, Dark Samus, Mewtwo, Lucario, Rob, Robin, Mii Gunner, and Wii Fit Trainer. I'm probably missing some too, so make sure to mention them in the comments. With Wii Fit Trainer, you can also use deep breathing and intentionally fail it just to flex, or if you've got luck on your side, you can pull a Bob-omb or Stitch Face with Peach and Daisy and toss it off the stage for the ultimate taunt. Comment down below if you've got any other ideas for ways to assert dominance on your enemies, but now we're moving on to the next category of taunts, which is showing off your tech skill, aka pressing buttons, aka gotta go fast. First up is a ton of characters who have the option to show off with their fancy ledge stuff. Some of this stuff can also be a bit of a flex too, since if you mess up, it's really easy to SD. Ness and Lucas have the PK Thunder ledge stalls, which is actually kind of risky if you're playing online. Pikachu and Pichu with their up B ledge snaps, which you can do on the ledge or from the stage. Zelda and Palutena get to show off with their fancy teleports, and personally, I always feel like a split second of anxiety before they reappear because I'm worried I screwed up and I'm gonna die, so it's pretty fun. And if you're extra fancy, you can flex on your opponent by doing platform cancels with Palutena. I'm not that good, so here's a clip of someone else doing it. Sheik is also similar to Zelda and Palutena with the teleports, but you can also do this really cool thing as you slide off the ledge. It's actually really easy to do, but it looks fancy, so you can make your opponent feel like you've got that tech skill. Bowser and Yoshi can snap to the ledge with their down specials, so you can have some fun with that. Jigglypuff can up B stall on the ledge, which is not only annoying, but also has the chance of putting your opponent to sleep when they come back and try to hit you. And finally, my favorite pseudo taunt to do using the ledge, Ice Climber's up special. Trust me, something this impressive takes a lot of tech skill. Moving on from ledge stuff, there are plenty of other ways for you to press a ton of buttons and make it look like you're actually doing something. Snake can use his side special and fly it around in circles. Ness and Lucas can PK Thunder and also just fly it around in circles because, I mean, it definitely takes a lot of tech skill. Game & Watch can spam his bucket left and right, and the faster you do it, the more tech skill you have. And if you're actually a madman and can hit the frame-perfect bucket slide glitch in a real match, then I mean, just do that. That's actually really impressive. Fox and Wolf can spam left and right while inside their reflectors, gotta go fast. Pit and Dark Pit can spam left and right while charging an arrow, and as an added bonus, if you hold shield and start shifting it with the control stick, the pits will spin their bows. Unfortunately, you can't do loop-de-loops with Pit's arrows anymore like you could in previous games. With Sonic, you can spam jump while charging down special, which is extra annoying, but my personal favorite would be placing a spring and then spamming down air until it disappears. Another fun but useless display of button pressing would be opening up Shulk's Monado wheel and then rotating through all of them as fast as you can, because fast equals good. Pokemon Trainer can do instant Pokemon switches and cancel out the long cooldown animation that happens after switching by immediately inputting a special move after using down special. One of the few things on this list that actually needs some tech skill, but definitely worth showing off. Snake and all of the Lynx can hurt themselves with their explosives if you're looking to assert dominance, but in this case, I think parrying your own explosions to show off your tech skill is even better. If you really want to show off how good your awareness and timing is, with Jigglypuff you can break your own shield right as the match ends so she flies off screen as soon as it says game. And finally, if you really have zero tech skill and need the easiest possible way to make your character look like they're doing something really fast, go for the rapid jabs. Tons of characters have them and a bunch of them look pretty hilarious, like Pikachu with the party hat. Post your favorite rapid jab spam taunt in the comments below. But that's it for part 1 of the How to Taunt Online series. This episode went through taunts you can use to assert dominance and show off your super fast button pressing skills. Make sure to comment down below with any taunts that you like to do that fall into these categories. I know I left out a bunch of stuff like teabagging and crawling, but I've got at least 2 more episodes planned that cover all sorts of other pseudo taunts broken down into categories, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those. Click one of the videos on screen for more of my Smash content, and as always, thanks for watching all the way until the end. Happy smashing!